Hi everyone, my name is Natalie Roach and my project is on the Three Gorges Dam in China. I'm in Spain right now, so that's why I have this video instead of an actual presentation, but I hope you enjoy. So, the problem I set out to address, first and foremost, with this project is how a country can produce power that follows both environmental protection and human rights principles. There's a growing focus on clean energy solutions to our current fossil fuel dependent system. However, the new clean energy implemented, while better for the environment, often leads to new human rights abuses. My goal with this project is to bring awareness to this phenomenon. To accomplish this, I chose to focus on the Three Gorges Dam in China, located on the Yangtze River. So first, China's solution, hydroelectric power. Like many other countries, China has turned to hydroelectric power as a green solution. It does lead to reduction in carbon emissions, and it will never run out of running water. So it is renewable. The Three Gorges Dam is special because it's the world's largest hydroelectric dam. This dam is an amazing feat of engineering. It holds back 39 trillion kilograms of water, and it's more than 100 feet taller than the tallest of the Great Pyramids. Its existence has actually slowed down the Earth's rotation. One of the cities near this dam has created a museum that is one of the main attractions of their city. It's something that China is very proud of. However, it's also a gross human rights violation that the province of Sichuan still feels today. When a dam is created, the river on one side of the dam will flood, often creating a lake and turning miles of land into water. This is what happened with the Three Gorges Dam, but at a very large scale. Over 1 million people, well over 1 million people, were forcibly displaced from their homes because of the water expansion that followed it. An investigative report published by the International Rivers Network, or IRN, revealed that the record of compensating and rehabilitating the affected people was abysmal in many areas and did not meet international standards. Land and jobs to rehabilitate affected people were not available. In many cases, resettlement funds have been diverted into other investments or into the pockets of local officials. Altogether, the Chinese government chose more power over the homes and livelihoods of their people. For my contribution to this issue, I set out to show the difference in land cover use before and after the dam was constructed. I chose images from Landsat 4 to 5 because it was within the temporal range of when the dam was built, unlike Landsat 8. After downloading them from Globus, I first did 2 supervised sample image classification maps. One is of an image from April 1987, and one is from the same month, April of 2010. As you can see with the map key, green represents vegetation, red represents urban areas, and blue represents water. As you can see, the water expansion is significant between these two images. There was a big increase in water expansion between 1987 and 2010. There's also a noticeable growth in the urban areas between the two maps. This was not within the scope of my project, so I didn't delve into it too closely, but this may be either a flaw in my image classifications or a show of rapid development in the region over this time period. However, although this did give a brief overview of the changes over this time period, the image classification method was not incredibly accurate. And having 2 different images, as you can see, makes it very difficult to properly compare the changes in water cover over time. It's a little more difficult to visualize. So next, I created a change map by NDWI differencing of the two original images. The light blue is no change in water over the time period. The dark blue is the water gain, so it shows the areas that the dam caused flooding in, and many of the areas in which people were forcibly displaced as a result. You can also see the dam infrastructure over the water in that little area there in light purple, which represents a loss of water. This map gets across the message much more clearly than the prior two images. It's much easier to see that expansion that really affected the people of the region. And you can see on this next slide a more zoomed out image of the water system as you continue traveling down the river. So it's not just in this one concentrated area that I focused on, but will affect the river much, much more downstream than you might originally intuitively assume. So this was a great project, and I think I have some compelling data to work with. However, it's important to keep in mind that this data must be paired with humanity and art in order to properly appeal to the public. Data is not very good at standing on its own when it comes to public engagement with issues. Having a credible science backing and then combining it with other stakeholders to bring to life the people being affected by this issue is crucial to getting any change made. To that end, I found the work of Chinese photographer Yang Yi, who created a photo series showcasing the people being displaced by the Three Gorges Dam that have now been fully displaced, and the homes and communities that they had to leave. He returned to the town that he was originally from, Kaishan, before it was fully flooded, took photos of residents, and then digitally processed them afterwards. The result is a haunting series of photos that complement the map that I created. Following are a selection of those photos. In 2009, the last inhabitants of Kaishan were relocated, and the town, with a history of about 1800 years, has been completely submerged. So that's it for my presentation. Here, the sources list is on this page right here. If you're interested in this and want to learn more and have questions for me, please email me at natalie.roach@uconn.edu. Also, maybe talk to the professor and he can email me, whatever works best for you. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have a great last week of classes.